Hello everybody, it's John Lawson and I'm back in my studio again here. And today I thought I'd share some of the testing I've been doing with the low spin driver options we have for 2024. So let's dive in. So as usual, before we look at the results, let's have a quick look at all the specifications for these 5 drivers. So here are the specs for these drivers, the low spin drivers from 2024. 5 heads which I used for this test, so the Darkspeed LS from Cobra, the AI Smoke Triple Diamond from Callaway, the Titleist TSR3 and the Ping G430 LST, and the TaylorMade QI10 LS. Head weight, the lightest one was with the Callaway, 191 grams with the Triple Diamond head. The heaviest one was the Titleist, 196.3. But actually the heaviest one really was Ping. I've got a little asterisk here because I actually took out the back weight and put a lighter back weight in here because this one is actually usually around 205 grams. But just so it was all sort of pretty much the same weights, I swapped the weights out to make this a little bit lighter. Loft wise, they all had 9 degrees written on the head. But when I measured them, as I usually do now with gears, you can see there's where you can pretty much ignore what's written on the head. Most of them actually lower, so the Darkspeed was 1 degree lower, as was the Ping. Titleist a little bit lower, 8.6, and TaylorMade a little bit lower, 8.3. And surprisingly enough, actually Callaway, which was actually higher at 9.9, so that's quite an interesting one. Swing weights obviously varied because of head weight, so up to D5 with the TaylorMade head and down to D1.8 with the Callaway head. I used the same shaft with all of these, so the new Diamena whiteboard, and the lengths just changed because of the shape of the head, so it's just slightly longer with the Cobra and the TaylorMade heads. So here are the results of this test with these 5 different drivers, and you can see that it's reasonably close together as far as ball speed is concerned. I think TaylorMade is the one that's going to come out top with the ball speed, just at 152.7, just slightly higher than the Cobra in 2nd spot, followed by the Ping in 3rd spot. So that would be our podium for ball speed. We go on to launch angle. The lowest one was actually with the TaylorMade, which could explain why the ball speed was a little bit higher as well. Actually quite interesting to see that the Cobra was actually the highest launch angle, still giving a good ball speed as well, whilst the spin being pretty low, which is always obviously good for distance, carry distance and total distance. We look at spin, they're all reasonably similar apart from the Ping, which was really low, very, very low spin here, and that's why we've got the longest distance. But I mean, that's obviously slightly left as well. I don't know if you can really see this here, but there's a little sort of a yellow oval over there, and that's basically the Ping ones, which started a little bit to the right with a little bit of hook spin, so quite a lot of curve on these. So these were diving a little bit more to the left, so hence the low spin and the more distance. But carry distance, Cobra just nicks it by a meter from Ping and TaylorMade. And in total distance, it's Ping that's going to win it just by a couple of meters with 270, but slightly to the left, as I say. 2nd and 3rd place would definitely be Cobra and TaylorMade. But I think, yeah, if I'd look at these, there's lots of things to look at really. As you've seen, that the Callaway had a lot more loft. The Titleist was slightly heavier. So I mean, I think really wanted to compare all these, you need to have them all at exactly the same weights and all exactly the same lofts, and then we could really compare. But it is reasonably close. And in this test, I think I'd definitely the top 3 would be the Cobra, the Ping, and the TaylorMade, and not particularly in that order. So as you've seen, no real clear winner in this one. Those 5 drivers, all of them were pretty good. I felt probably the best with the Cobra Darkspeed LS. That was the one that felt the best to me, and maybe I felt as I could maybe generate a little bit more speed with it. But to be quite honest, they were all very good. The Callaway was actually quite interesting as well because it had more loft in it, and I also got some pretty good ball speed out of that one. But yet again, these drivers are definitely orientated to people who have more speed than I do and really do not have any trouble with impact point, because these are not the easiest drivers to play with for sure. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments below, and I hope to see you soon for some more videos.